So, good afternoon, my dear students. I hope you and your family are in safe and in good health in this pandemic. No? So, I am your online learning coordinator. I am Leonila Lastimosa, based in Davao. I would like to say welcome to this virtual class. Okay. Our topic this afternoon is, I would like to present to you this afternoon about waste reduction. Now, week 8. Okay, so this module aims to achieve the following objectives: enumerate the different types of waste, suggest ways to manage waste. That's simple. Okay. Next, let us define what is waste. Alam natin na what is waste, pero we need also to define it, no? So let us define waste. So waste are unwanted or unusable materials. Unwanted, unusable, hindi na magamit, hindi na kailangan, no? So waste is any substance which is discarded after a primary use or is worthless, defective, and no use. So yan ang meaning ng waste. No? So next, let us, may mga types of waste, no? Let us identify those types of waste. Okay? So we have the domestic waste. So our waste generated from households, from domestic activities. So actually, ang pinaka mataas na percentage, no, sa mga waste coming from houses, na itong mga tinatawag na domestic waste. So waste from service sectors and some industries are also classified as domestic waste. Next is industrial waste. So are wastes that are produced during the manufacturing processing, utilizing, consuming, cleaning, and maintaining an industry. Industry, or waste from the industry is industrial waste. Another, we have inert waste. So these are solid or as waste that once deposited in a landfill do not undergo significant physical, chemical, or biological transformation. Again, ito yung mga waste na do not undergo physical, chemical, or biological transformations. Inert waste ang tawag. Next, hazardous waste are waste that are not classified as hazardous, as they do not possess dangerous characteristics. So, the word non-hazardous. And we also have this biodegradable waste. So, these are waste produced from gardens and parks, food and kitchen, waste from homes, restaurants, collective catering, retail establishment, and from food processing plants. Biodegradable. And 5 is, next is the radioactive waste. So ito yung material or waste product that presents traces of radioactivity and from which no further use is foreseen, including the liquids and gases contaminated waste. So in case that of radioactive waste, ito ang medyo delikado kasi yung half-life ng radioactive material hindi dali lang hindi lang dali ma-decompose, no? So how do we dispose this radioactive waste? That is why in the Philippines we do not use nuclear nuclear energy kasi ang waste ng nuclear energy due to mga radioactive elements, kailangan niya ng malaking area, no? So, kailangan niya na gawaan ng paraan. Yung iba, isa sa mga paraan para ma-manage yung radioactive waste, gagawa ng mga cement na mga in the form of parang silyado ng mga material, special type of plastics, yung iba naman semento na i-bury nila doon sa lupa. Ito yan. At saka may other way, itapo nila yan sa isang open space pero mas delikado, no? Kasi may i-emit na radioactive what's this? Radioactive substance, yung radioactive elements. No? So, depende yan sa country, no? Ang Philippines, hindi gumamit ng mga radioactive, yung mga nuclear energy. Because of that, say, radioactive waste. Next is sanitary waste, or those by whatever state or generated in health centers, health clinics, and hospitals, including packaging and packaging waste both in and without content. And we also have sanitary waste at home, di ba? Yung mga diapers, no? So yan ang mga sanitary waste. Okay, so pag ganyan ng mga waste, mapunta na yan sa mga residuals, no? Matapon na yan doon sa mga, i-collect na yan sa mga basura. So next is construction and demolition waste, are those waste which by their fundamental nature are inert, generated through excavation works, new construction, repairs, restorations, remodeling, rehabilitation, and demolition, including domestic. Now, sa mga pag-manage ng construction and demolition waste, usually, kung may recycling tayo, may magawa pa ito. Yung, like for example, yung mga bakal, pwede nyo maibenta. Kung may mga pwede pang magamit, pwede nyo ma-donate. No? So as long as may magamit pa sa mga construction and demolition waste, igagamitin pa yan. Pag hindi na, so meron din yung mga dumping site na para doon. May mga tao man din na nangangailangan ng mga demolition material, especially sa mga lowland na kailangan niya i-lift up yung mga areas na yun. Okay, so we have a famous known 5 R's. So reduce, reuse, recycle, recover, residual. So ano yung reduce? So reduce as much as possible the amount of toxicity of materials that enters the solid stream and also the impact on the environment of producing it in the first place. So when I say reduce, okay, an example of reducing, for example, yung mamalengke. Diba kung mamalengke, gagamit yun ng mga plastic bags. So to reduce that, kasi sa isa, bibili ka ng kamatis, isang cellophane. Bibili ka ng squash, isang cellophane. So what you have to do to reduce is not to accept that packaging, kundi magdala ka ng basket, na magdala ka ng green bag, no? Para ma-reduce, wala kang basura pagdating sa bahay. Then, to reduce. And even in deciding to buy, say, mga gamit sa bahay, isipin mo na lang, kung bibili ka ng cheap, mas madaling masira, mas piliin mo na lang yung medyo mahal, pero hindi basta-basta magiging basura. Na? And then reuse, kung may mga magagamit pa kayo, magamit pa ninyo, gamitin ninyo. No? So ensure that materials or products are reused as many times as possible before entering the solid waste stream. So in reusing, you can also donate, no? Pwede nyo i-donate yun kung magamit pa talaga at kung ayaw na ninyo talaga. No? In recycling naman, so recycle as much as material as possible. So kung pwede maiwasan yung bibili ng maraming plastics kasi ang kadalasan yung plastics, no? Pero in recycling, pareho ng mga plastic bottles, pwede man din niya magamit na mga maraming gamit, you know, depende sa what is this? Depende sa gusto niyo, like pwede niyo na magiging flower pots, no? Depende kung ano ang gamit, no? Pero may bibili man rin doon sa mga plastics na mga waste na kung hindi na talaga ma-recycle. Now, itong recovery, so recover as much material and or energy from solid waste stream as possible through the application of technology. So kung meron kayo sa inyong mga municipalities, may mga MRF, recovery, mga municipal recovery area ninyo. So, i-recover pa yun. No? At saka kung magamit pa ulit, i-recycle, kung ma-reuse, so depende. Huh? And then lastly, residue. So this provides safe and residual management. So once the solid waste stream has been reduced through the application of technology. Now, usually, kung hindi na ma-reduce, hindi na ma-reuse, ma-recycle, ma-recover, doon yan papunta sa residual, no? Okay. Okay. Sa DOH, may mga color codes, no? Kung saan, ano yung binabalot doon yung mga waste, no? Black, kung non-infectious dry waste. It is commonly black na cellophane para sa mga basura. So, non-infectious dry waste yan. Pwede magamit sa domestic, no? Green, non-infectious but wet waste. Yellow, infectious and pathological waste. Usually, nasa hospital ito. Yellow with black band, chemical waste including those with heavy metals. And orange, radioactive waste, red, sharps, and pressurized containers. And commonly, we use black. No? Okay. Next thing, i-add kasi very short lang yung topic ng waste. No? So, i-add ko ang itong RA 9003. So, in the Philippines, what is RA? This is Republic Act, no? This is Ecological Solid Waste Management Act of 2000. Okay. Kasi very short naman yung topic ng waste doon sa week 8, no? So what is RA 9003? So this law aims for the reduction of solid waste, to reduce, no? Through source reduction and waste minimization measures, treatment, and disposal of solid waste in accordance with ecologically sustainable development principles. So first paragraph, ito, reduction of solid waste. Okay. Next, it is also aims to ensure the proper segregation, collection, transport, storage, treatment, and disposal of solid waste through the formulation and adoption of the best environmental practice in ecological waste management, excluding incineration. So, it is clear that the aim of RA 9003 is to ensure the proper segregation. So, I believe na sa inyong barangay ay ini-encourage kayo na mag-segregate. Ano yung dapat i-segregate? I-segregate ninyo yung mabubulok at di mabubulok, no? So, mga recyclable, no? So, dapat
Non-recyclable.
dapat alam niyo how to segregate. Ano ang dapat i-segregate, no? And then, so that pagdating ng basura, kasi dito sa amin, pag hindi i-segregate, hindi kukunin ng mga basurero. No? So, dapat sa bahay pa lang, alam niyo how to segregate. No? Para madala yung residual, hindi na talaga mapakinabangan, yun ang kukunin ng mga tigbabasura. Yung mga nasa naka-assign sa mga basura sa mga LGU or sa barangay. And then yung transport, storage, and treatment, disposal of solid waste through formulation and adoption of the best environmental practice in ecological waste management. So, take note na excluding incineration. This is burning. Huh? So, hindi included ang burning. Next, further, we have RA 9003 considers waste as a resource that can be recovered. If possible, in RA 9003, konti na lang talaga ang maitapon. Emphasizing on the recycling, reuse, and composting as methods of minimizing waste problems. So, kung alam niyo how to segregate, andyan may mga mabubulok kayo, then you do composting. But if your problem is, ma'am, wala kaming enough area for composting, marami namang paraan, no? Maraming paraan sa pag-compost due to segregation ng mabubulok, no? Yung biodegradable material or waste. Now again, RA 9003 considers waste as a resource that can be recovered. Kasi pag hayaan natin marami tayong mga basura na itatapon, madali lang mapuno yung landfill. Madali lang mapuno yung pinagtatapunan ng basura. So, mamroblema na naman yung local government kung saan itatapon yung basura. And that, kailangan niya ng malaking area. No? So, usually, ang ginagawang landfill, yung mga lugar na bundok na may mga basin-like, no? Para doon itatapon yung basura. Now, kung mapuno yan, ihahanap na naman ang local government kung saan na naman tambakan ng basura. So, as much as possible in RA 9003, konti na lang ang ating maitatapon na basura. Okay, so types of waste according to source, generally in RA 9003, merong household or domestic waste. Dalawa na ang classification according to source, no? Household or domestic, and commercial or industrial. Okay lang, yan lang ang types of waste according to source in RA 9003. And also, we have types of waste according to classification. Kaya na-classify yung residual. Ito yung waste with no commercial value meant for disposal. O, ang tawag doon residual, hindi na talaga mapakinabangan. And then recycle, so yung waste that can be reused. Biodegradable, yung waste that can be decomposed by organisms and can be composted. Hazardous, waste that may cause or contribute to mortality or illness. So, other classification of waste, itong hazardous. And toxic, waste that may cause immediate death or body damage. Now, like for example, yung mga bulb, broken bulbs, fluorescent lamps, it should not be disposed sabay sa mga domestic waste. dapat yan mailagay sa isang lalagyan na hindi ma-join sa mga domestic waste natin. Separate dapat yan eh. No? Pero mahirap yung sa atin kasi sa Philippines, marami tayong mga laws, no? So environmental laws, pero hindi basta-basta na-implement. Walang nagmo-monitor. Usually, para pinabayaan na ngayong iba, no? So, pero, it is our own responsibility na, yun nga, mag-segregate, mag-recycle, no? Kahit walang titingin sa atin, kahit walang mag-check sa atin, no? It's our responsibility to lessen our waste. Okay, so provision of RA 9003, 9003, the said act gives strong emphasis on the role of municipal and local government units, or yung mga LGUs. LGU stands for Local Government Unit. So, providing for the creation of solid waste management communities up to the barangay. So, ang inaatasan nila sa pag-monitor ng mga waste, ang mga barangay level, ang nasa barangay level. So, this requires the participation of non-government offices, yung mga people's organizations. Makita-kita ninyo may mga organization na yung mga mangulekta ng basura sa tabing dagat, no? So this way of participating is RA 9003. Mga church leaders, di ba, nag-campaign din sila ng mga waste management, no? Schools, di ba, sa mga eskwelahan, merong mga different garbages, different color garbages, no? Tapos businesses and community organizations. So, sa provision ng RA 9003, lahat ay part ng implementation ng reduction ng solid waste. Now, actually, may mga penalties, no? Pero as I have said kanina na kulang yata ang implementation and monitoring. So, basta-basta mag-dump kayo ng waste in public areas at saka mag-open burning of solid waste kayo, bawal yan magsunog ng basura, bawal kahit saan itatapon yung basura kasi may mga penalty yan ranging from 300 pesos to 1,000 and community service of 1 to 15 days. And then causing or permitting collection of non-segregated waste, yun bang i-mix mo yun lahat, meron din yung penalties, no? At saka imprisonment. Kasi lang depende yan sa barangay ninyo, no? Kasi ang inatasan na mag-monitor niyan nasa lower level. Okay, so we have questions this time. Now, more or less, 50% of the waste is considered biodegradable. Ibig sabihin, mostly sa mga domestic waste, no, andun yung mga biodegradable, how to manage this? Okay, so we can manage that through composting. Basta biodegradable, composting. So, mas madali mabulok, ma-degrade pag i-bilayer natin. So, lupa, biodegradable, tapos lagyan na naman ng lupa, then biodegradable, i-alternate lang. So, madali ma-decompose ang waste, biodegradable waste in that manner. Next, how do Philippines dispose large volume of waste? What do you think? So how do Philippines dispose large volume of waste? Ano ang paraan na i-dispose natin yung large volume of waste? Yes, through landfills. Correct, Vincent. Okay. I-dispose yung large volume. Andiyan na yung large volume na waste. So, that is through landfilling. Okay, ito. What possible hazards are associated with improper disposal of waste? Kasi yung next na subject ninyo after ng EarthSci is disaster readiness and risk reduction. So lahat ng mga topics ng EarthSci, importante sa next na subject. Okay, what possible hazards are associated with improper disposal of waste? Marami yan. Una, this pollute body of water, rivers, lakes, marine, environment, and even groundwater. So yung groundwater, yan ang pinaka-source natin sa tubig mainom, no? Okay. Next, loss of habitat from pollution of environment. So once na ma-polluted na yung rivers, yung lakes, and marine environment, wala na yung habitat, yung mga organisms nandoon. No? And then clogging of waterways, drainage. So kung nag-clog na yung waterways, yung mga drainages, this can cause flooding. No? And then burning of waste, kung i-burn natin ang waste, this would release toxic gases, especially yung mga formaldehyde, hydrogen chloride, dioxin, sulfur dioxides, no? So once na mag-join yan sa hangin, that would pollute our air. So meron din tayong Clean Air Act para dyan, no? So next is unsanitary condition. Once na hindi natin ma-manage ang pag-dispose ng garbage, this would lead to spread of diseases and even yung mga pests, no? Mga rats, no? Kadami yan. Alam natin yung this waste ng rat na makaka-cause ng sakit, no? So again, unsanitary condition is one of the effect of improper disposal of garbage. And of course, mawawala yung natural beauty ng ating environment. And many more possible hazards, no? With improper disposal of waste. Okay? So, summary. Waste are unwanted or unusable materials. And my classifications, according to our LMS, no? By domestic waste, industrial waste, inert, non-hazardous, biodegradable, radioactive, sanitary waste, and construction and demolition waste. So how to manage waste is to reduce, so lowering the amount of waste produced. Reuse, using materials repeatedly. No? Next, recycle, using materials to make new products. Recovery, recovering energy from waste. And lastly, residual, go to landfill. So safe disposal of waste to landfill, least favored option. So hindi na kaya sa apat, dyan na sa landfill. Okay. Next, what is the Ecological Waste Management Act of 2000? This is RA 9003. Again, this law aims for the reduction of solid waste through source reduction and waste minimization measures, treatment and disposal of solid waste in accordance with ecological sustainable development principles. It also aims to ensure the proper segregation, collection, transport, storage, treatment, and disposal of solid waste through the formulation and adoption of the best environment practices in ecological waste management, excluding incineration. And RA 9003 considers waste as a resource that can be recovered. Resource that can be recovered. So emphasizing on recycling, reuse, and composting as method to minimize waste problem. Okay, so that's all for today. I would like to say thank you for your interest of attending this virtual class. Thank you also for your participation. Thank you also for your cooperation to make this virtual class successful.